Is he too close?
Yep. There you go.
Say hi, buddy. I'm not waking up, though. He's just being relaxed. He's all cool and calm and collected. Yeah, you're awesome, aren't you? Hi, everybody, and welcome to the FIB Show. I am Brandon.
And I'm CK.
And this is Simon. And he's sleeping right now, so we're not gonna wake him up. But I just want you guys to get to see the thing that's been running my life for the past couple weeks.
And we'll continue to
Yes,
for many years.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
It's really cool.
But exciting for sure. So you stay asleep while we do the show, okay? Yeah, he's talking. He's telling you guys hi. Anyway, comments?
Yeah, we just want to thank you guys for leaving comments. Sorry we missed you last week. We had some really good comments though. We had a Brandon, which is someone we met locally here in Springfield, who just said hats off for their really cool business model, and we really appreciate him stopping by. Savannah said she's not in business, but she knows that trust is crucial, and especially when you're trusting part of your livelihood to another party, you have to be able to be friends and trust them. So we really appreciate the input.
It made so much sense. Just the way she said it, trusting your livelihood. Like who would I rather trust? The bread money that's going to go to him with than my friends. Yeah. So it made a lot of sense.
That was really good. And then Caleb said on Facebook how do you keep conflict from bleeding over when you have to make an executive decision? So if there's something that just has to be made and you both feel differently about it, how do you handle that? He said he was in a similar situation recently. And so I think first we have to say that so far we haven't hit something that we both are completely diametrically opposed to.
Yeah, it's true.
Because we have
friends.
We have similar viewpoints. Our goals are our main goals are the same. And I would say that, we each win when Silvergate Solutions wins.
Yeah.
So as long as we're both staying committed to our overarching goals of Silvergate, then our personal opinions can come into play, but they don't have to dictate what we do.
Yeah.
So that's probably a big part of it.
Well, and actually, one of our other comments, Tom, he left a couple different comments, but we appreciate, Tom, that you keep commenting. Don't stop. We love that we're getting interaction from you. Yeah, we will get you on the show sometime for sure. But one of the things that you said was talking about when you disagree, it's time to step back and examine why there's a difference in opinion. Meaning, why is it that my belief about where this company is going and his belief about where this company is going is different? And I definitely think that's important. And Caleb, we'd love if you are still having problems, or if you were really having problems, let us know, and we'd be willing to talk to you and see if we had any advice for you in that way. But definitely the idea that our ideals about our company are the same, and the moment that we start believing something differently about the company than one of us does, I think at that point you have to step back and be like, okay, where do I think this company is going?
Yeah. And so I think maybe something that would be kind of fun to do, and one thing Tom asked was, could you explain a couple of the goals or mission of your company without using a lot of marketing and business words like that? So simplified.
We want to make money with our friends. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. We want to make our main source of income be us working together with our friends. So I think that's a huge goal. I mean, that's the main goal. That's why we got into business. So that would definitely be the primary goal. But then after that, I would say that we also we want to work with more of our friends. I go back to Ace of Cakes, and so he's getting some press here. But he says I chose the best people. So not just the best person, but the best people I knew, and it was my friends. And so we'd love to hire on some of our other good friends or family. And it's interesting because Tom, you hit on everything that we were going to be talking about today, which is pretty cool. But you talked about how partnering with friends is different than hiring with friends, and you talked about how scary and frustrating it can be to have to fire a friend or even worse, a family member. And we definitely know that and have thought about that. And one of the things we would say is back to when we win, when Silvergate Solutions wins, we would say we would never hire somebody, even one of our friends, just because they're our friend. They still have to line up with the ideals of our company and with we want them to still fit with what we would want.
Because I mean, this is business.
Yes.
And so if this is business, then we have to consider the goals of the business, because we're in business to make money. And so if the goals of the business don't line up with the skill sets that they have, then it's just going to be dead weight, and we're just going to wear ourselves down. And so, I mean, you can love someone to death and still only have certain kinds of interaction. They don't have to, be completely involved in everything you do. And so if you have something where you're kind of waffling back and forth between should I hire them, should I, not, like, look at their core goals and their core skill sets, examine your company's goals, and if it lines up and it seems like a good fit, well, then you've got a great resource.
Yeah.
But if they're passionate about something completely different than what your business is, then that's probably not going to be a great fit.
Yeah.
So that's just a simple little thing that you can do, and something we've been thinking a lot about is we've been looking at how can we grow our company, what are other people we could pull in, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see that go forward, because we definitely at some point will have definitely more
employees
people
and things like
cool.
that. Yes, payroll, all the hassle of that. But definitely, and so if you're going into business with your friends, one thing I would say is don't feel like you have to include all your friends.
Yeah.
You're going in business with your friends, but we wouldn't be in business together if we didn't have the same passions and the same goals. And part of the reason we do, like we've said before, is because we're friends. But it's still kind of a separate thing. We still are business partners because we make good business partners.
And I think, the main overarching stuff that we'd be going towards more like ideals than it is business goals. It'd be like, honesty in companies and improving communication between people and improving communication between people and companies and so on and so forth. So those are things that I think, those are like the ideals that we have right now, and more than we do like hard and fast business goals. So thank you again to all who left comments. We really, really appreciate it. Please continue to, and we will continue to include them in the show.
He's like laying his head all over the place. He's squirmy. He's like got to be the squirmiest baby to ever live. Well, my wife doesn't think that I've known enough babies to make that assumption, but he is pretty darn squirmy. And cute, too.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Anyway, question of the week. How do you handle conflict with your friends? What do you do when something comes out? Not friends in business, but just friends.
Yeah.
What do you do when something comes out? Are you the type of person where you're like, you just go straight to them and tell them, hey, you're being an idiot, you need to stop? Or do you write them a long letter? Or what? We want to know. Maybe we'll even...
Don't air your dirty laundry.
Definitely.
But, we do want to hear your process. Just how you've gone about it, what's worked, or maybe you've tried something and it backfired, and maybe that ended up bringing you closer to them in the end.
Yeah.
We're curious. Like, what's the way?
We know we've got stories. We've got stories of all the different ways that we've tried to resolve conflict with each other and with other friends, and which ones have worked and which ones don't. So we'll talk to you guys about that stuff.
Yeah.
In the comments when you leave them. All right, guys, take it easy.
Thanks for watching.
Say bye. Bye.